They put Bosch on Nowitzki in this possession.
7 to shoot. Nowitzki drives with it underneath lefty. Layup, banks it in with 3.6 remaining. Miami out of timeouts, trailing by 2. James back to Wade. Wade puts it up for the win. Off the mark, and Dallas has tied the final.
¿Qué pasó, mi gente? It's MarkTep25 otra vez. The NBA Storyteller is a really cool NBA YouTuber, makes some really great content. He's come up with this fun and nifty idea for NBA YouTubers to talk about their favorite finals moments since the NBA finals are upon us. He based it upon some YouTuber that did a series of videos with the community talking about their favorite MCU moments. My favorite finals moment is the Mavericks versus the Heat in the 2011 finals in Game 2. The start of the 2010-2011 season was crazy. LeBron James left the Cleveland Cavaliers in free agency to join forces with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh on the Miami Heat. They would form their Big Three, and LeBron said that they would finish with 8 championships when all was said and done. They started off slow but put everything together later in the season and made a run in the playoffs, beating the Boston Celtics and then a young Chicago Bulls team led by the MVP Derrick Rose en route to the NBA Finals, where they would face the Mavericks, who they had beaten in 2006. Except this time, they had even more firepower. The Dallas Mavericks were a different story. They were a ragtag team of veterans led by Dirk Nowitzki. They had seen mainly failure in their playoff runs, vagabonds if you will. They even lost a key piece in Caron Butler before the playoffs. They struggled against Portland at first, but prevailed onto the next round. They faced the back-to-back champion LA Lakers. It was a huge upset. The Mavericks swept them to face the young but tough OKC Thunder squad. They beat them and then went on to the finals once again to face the Miami Heat at a shot of redemption for their 2006 loss. The Heat were the heavy favorites in this series. Nobody thought that this Mavericks team had a chance of beating this team led by 3 superstars. It seemed that it would be a repeat of 2006 in the first game, with Miami winning 92-84. The Miami Heat would put up a huge run in the fourth quarter, putting themselves up by 15 after a Dwayne Wade 3, with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the quarter. The Miami Heat seemed to have been blowing this game wide open, and it almost seemed like the Mavericks were again outmatched and were about to lose this game and possibly the series. However, this Mavericks team was different than the team in 2006. Throughout these playoffs, they had come back from deficit after deficit, and they needed this one badly. Dirk Nowitzki put the team on his back in a huge showing to come back from this deficit. And in the last few minutes of the game, Dirk put on a show. On this first set of plays, we see Jason Terry take the ball up with a bounce pass to Dirk for a beautiful jumper over Dwayne Wade. Then in the very next sequence, we see the Miami Heat turn the ball over with Jason Terry grabbing the ball, handing it to John Marion, and giving it to Dirk Nowitzki for the layup. Beautiful teamwork, and that teamwork has been throughout the entire series. Then we see Jason Terry hand the ball to Dirk for a rainbow 3. Beautiful. Then after that, the greatest play of this series occurs.
They put Bosch on Nowitzki in this possession.
7 to shoot. Nowitzki drives with it underneath lefty. Layup, banks it in with 3.6 remaining.
Hey guys, I just wanted to give a little bit of a breakdown of how I felt about that game when I saw it. I was at my tia's house in El Paso, and all my primos were there. We had a little family gathering, and we were watching it in the den. And at first, I think I caught it just in time where the Mavericks were down by 15, and I was like, "Chihuahua, it looks like the Mavericks are done." And even my cousin Uriel was like, "Yeah, this Mavericks team is nothing compared to the Miami Heat. With LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh, they're unstoppable." But then that 15-point deficit got cut, and I was like, "Holy crap! Hopefully they can win this." I was in my seat, man. I was like, "Oh my God, I want them to win. Come on, let's do this." And then that stretch of plays that I showed you in this video, oh my God, I was ecstatic because I was like, "Oh my God, Dirk is putting the team on his back. They have a chance to win." And then when he did that, that spin move for that layup, I was like, "Oh my God, they're seriously about to win this game." And yeah, like when D-Wade missed that shot, I was like, oh my God, that's ridiculous that the Mavericks won. I know that they would like lose in the next game, but the fact that they won that series, was amazing to me. Because this team had so much heart. I know a lot of people like to say it was just Dirk by himself, and for to an extent it was. But you know what? This team was not a bad team. I mean, Jason Kidd was still pretty good considering. Tyson Chandler was a huge defensive presence. Jason Terry was fantastic. And even their smaller pieces, you had, I guess, of the lesser, Brian Cardinal was hitting some corner shots. Deshaun Stevenson was pretty damn good. Sean Marion was putting locks. I mean, maybe not entirely locks on LeBron, but he did a pretty dang good job. But yeah, overall, this team was fantastic, and I was happy that all of them got a chance to win the championship because, Sean Marion worked so hard on the Suns, Dirk and Terry after 2006, Tyson Chandler when he was with the Hornets, Peja Stojakovic on the Kings and Hornets. Just a bunch of players that, would struggle in the playoffs, finally got together, hungry as ever to win a championship against a team that they had no chance against. And in all honesty, guys, they had nobody thought that this team would win. Even me as a Mavericks fan, I was very suspect that they would win this game. This series even. I was like, oh my God, how are they? I was shocked when they won, and I was ecstatic. I was happy because I never thought I would ever see the day where the Mavericks would ever win a championship. And, it's my favorite memory of all time. I will remember that game too forever. Like for the rest of my life. But yeah, I just want to give a great big thanks to the NBA Storyteller for giving me a chance to do this. And I know the editing on this is not great. I'm not very experienced in all this, but for what it's worth, I'm glad I got a chance to do this. And hopefully in the future I get a little bit better at editing. Don't crucify me just yet. I'm trying. But I also want to give a shout out to all my favorite NBA YouTubers like Rusty Buckets, Legend of Winning, King of the Fourth Quarter, Mike Korzemba, Dom2K, A Funky Diabetic, the NBA Storyteller himself. Just all these NBA YouTubers are really great. And I have a much deeper respect for the work that they do because I could see that editing is really hard. I mean, I don't have the technology or wherewithal to do it. So I respect the grind that they go through on a daily basis. But anyhow, that's it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Suscríbale a mi canal y ponte un like. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. Adiós.